It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready? If you want the mic. Switch up, switch up.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This time, Jackson will throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, and the pressure gets to him again. D Ford, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long, and he's going to go down again. D Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
56 is the mark. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D4 getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's James. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. Hey, watch it. 11.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go. 180.
1st and 10 at the 24.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken short. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Nice, sweetheart. 56 to Mike.
Jackson. Snead's got it. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Here's Jackson to throw, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Like 80! 57. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Garoppolo on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He's got daylight. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. This will be caught by Brown. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City at 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 39. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Watch the run, watch the run. 21. Lock.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Mike 57. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Watch QB jump. 65.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On first down, Garoppolo. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
57. You ain't got nothing.
On 2nd and 11 now, Garoppolo. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go, here we go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the gun, Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 71 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing, and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Josh Bynes in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage,
here we go.
Not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Go ahead.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 36 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. On 1st down, Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Domata Peko, the one to get him down.
13. Mike 57. Tighten up. Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now here in Santa Clara. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Hey, Alpha. What we got? 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. So don't say nothing.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Garoppolo now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Mike 57. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Hey, exit.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Focus, defense, focus.
Throwing again. Jackson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Nick Bosa in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Good track, good track. Mike 54, Mike 54.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
56 to Mike.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. D Ford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They will run again with Coleman. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Thomas. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases,
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. D Ford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.